night. It is I'm Married A Bigfoot. Thank you guys for listening. And if this is your first episode, I am the Angry Dad.
And I'm the Not So Angry Mom.
And in this podcast, we break down videos, we talk about them, we look at it. And I love paranormal, I love ghosts, I love aliens, I love anything that's cryptid, you know. And we have an ongoing joke with my kids that I'm a Bigfoot and they're Bigfoot, and so
I married him.
And you married Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And so, in this podcast, like I said, we hash down, we break down videos, we hash them up, we speak on them, I believe.
And I'm skeptical. And
So,
I think he's crazy.
And we usually have these conversations in front of TVs because, like I said, I love to watch all these shows, and we thought it'd be fun to record this instead of just doing it in front of the TV like we normally do. Mm-hmm. So, that's how it's going. Before we get started, anything new this week?
I don't think so. I feel like this week was a blur. It's like, I don't even remember this week. Like, it was normal at work. I don't think there was anything really going on.
Yeah, no, it's been a normal week. Like I said, with the COVID, we still ain't doing nothing or going anywhere. We're just kind of doing stuff around the house.
Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, exactly. It just repeat on a daily basis.
I never know if I'm at work or not.
That's it. She works at home. I actually go to work because I'm essential. Mm-hmm. It is what it is.
So essential.
So essential. Yeah, like I said, I don't think there's anything that's big, you know what I'm saying? I went car shopping with my brother. I got a new car. We got a new car.
Yeah.
My son came early this morning to pick up a tent, but when kids go camping for the first time, and my son's older, he's old enough, and
he's 19.
Yeah, no, 20. 20. He'll be 21. I think he'll be 21 because he was born in 2001 or 2000.
So he'll be 20 this year. Later this year.
Exactly. If you know how to do math.
Yeah,
and it's funny because I'm asking him questions that would be the questions you ask for those who go camping at first, and I'm like, "Do you have this? Do you have this?" Because
basics, like a sleeping bag.
Yeah, like a sleeping bag or a chair.
He came to pick up a cooler.
Yeah, he came to get a cooler, and I'm like, "Well, we don't have
essentials
for the essentials, but we don't have a cooler. We have a nice, day trip.
Yeah,
cooler.
It's not a week-long cooler. It's not one of those big, long ones.
Like an Igloo or, Coleman or, a Yeti. We don't have a cooler like that. We just have one where, because we normally don't do any kind of traveling.
It's a one-day lake trip, one-day beach trip, whatever.
Yeah, your standard, almost lunchbox style fucking cooler.
A little bigger than
a little bit bigger, but that's what I'm saying, though. And, he asked me, I'm like, well, yeah, of course you can borrow it. But the thing is, I was like, well, do you have this? Do you have this? As a father and as a parent, you know what I'm saying? We're sitting here like,
what are you going to sleep on?
What are you going to sleep on? And he's
the dirt?
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to really rough it.
He's going to really rough it. You know what I'm saying? So, luckily we had a sleeping bag that he took.
Yeah.
But it's just hilarious to me that it's like, okay, you're going to go do this. You know what I'm saying? With your buddies. So
he's going to learn the hard way.
He's going to learn the hard way, but it's going to be freezing at night.
Freezing. Back is going to be hurting.
Yeah.
He's going to come
Not
back.
Because
he has to work when he comes back.
Yeah.
And he's going to be like, he's going to learn.
No, he's definitely going to learn. So, being the parents that we are, we're like, all right, at least take
this.
Yeah, take this. You know what I'm saying? And so, I remember my first camping trip. I remember doing my own first camping trip. Man, I was prepared.
Yeah.
All right, I made sure I got an air mattress. I had the tent. I had food. I had a real cooler. You know what I'm saying? Full of essentials.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I understand, when I was his age, what I was doing when I went out with my friends. For those who can't see me, I'm doing air quotes.
Yes, the liquid essentials.
Exactly. You got to stay hydrated. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being naive, because I went to go help, and they're like, no, we got it, Dad. While they were him and his buddies were loading stuff into the back of the car in the cooler.
They're like, don't let my dad see.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not worried about that. Like I said, I was doing way worse than he was at this age. Way worser. But, like I said, it is what it is. They're going to go have a good time.
Yeah.
When you go camping with your buddies, it's always fun. That's what I like to say.
For sure.
I thought that was just hilarious that they're just, Didn't bring anything.
Yeah.
You know, and I even told him, like, take a chair. Take a folding chair.
Take the little air mattress.
Yeah.
It's got like a pump built in.
Yeah.
He was like, we don't have room for any of it.
We haven't got room for nothing. We're already packed down. I'm like, all right.
You're going to figure this out.
You'll learn the hard way.
You'll learn today.
That's it. So, you know, that was just like the one. And that happened at like 4:30 this morning. They were like, oh, we're going to come early. I'm like, oh, okay. And so they did come in early. I wasn't expecting them to be up and ready and over here. So it is what it is.
They're doing it.
They're doing it. So, you know. So let's get into today's podcast before we get further into any of this stuff. We're actually doing lizard people this week. All right. Most people don't know what lizard people are. Most people don't know. Like I said, it's a whole conspiracy theory. It's whole ancient aliens. And like I said, with lizard people, they come from the ground or they're from outer space, or they were a civilization here before we were here, and they're just infiltrating our society. They're infiltrating us. The royal family are all lizard people.
Is that what it is? Because I have like a very cursory knowledge, like just hearing the term lizard people, and I didn't know where they were supposed to originate from.
Originally, like I said, they're all subterranean. Beings, right. And that there's two sides of the story. They've always been here, or they're aliens that came here to infiltrate our society to take over us, but they all still live subterranean. Okay. So in the first video I got, it's an actual Animal Planet video from the Lost Tapes. That's the name of the show. I'll put all the links and information in the bottom so you guys can go through it. This is on YouTube. It's easily found. And it just gives a small hint of what this is. And so, it just kind of breaks down with lizard people. So I wasn't too sure how much you knew or... Yeah, I really don't know anything. Now, how much do you believe in lizard people? On a scale of 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10. I'll be a 6 in a scale of 1 to 10 because it's possible. Mm-hmm. I see, there's aliens. I've seen some shit. And so it's on the realm of, it's on my spectrum. I'm not that deep into the pool. Yeah. But I'd be like, okay. You accept its possibility. I accept this possibility. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna cue this up here. And like I said, this is the Lost Tapes, YouTube. You can easily find it. I'll put, for those watching, the video's right here. For those who are not watching, I'll put the link in the channel. All right, here we go. So it's Lost Tapes. Animal Planet. Los Angeles Times reported a story about a mining engineer who had been testing for mineral deposits when he came across a pattern of underground tunnels in the shape of a lizard. The price. What he believed to be a large cache of gold tablets. The shaft was flooded with water and the city closed down the project. All of a sudden. The engineer could bring his find into they're showing pictures and images in this video of just what's going on and what they're saying. Infiltrate the human race. Reptilians are reptoids. Reptoids. Reptar. That's what this is. This lady's just talking about it. They're showing still images of lizard people. They're just breaking down what's going on, what people are saying. Caves and tunnels, that sort of thing. That sort of thing. The common appearance described in the encounter literature is of a being 6 to 7 feet tall that walks upright like a human being, but probably has a reptilian head, reptilian eyes, and scaly skin, like a lizard skin. The reptilian is not one of the alien types. I love just how they talk about it matter-of-factly, not as skeptical. Not even like skeptical or anything. They talk about it like it's a proven fact. Not like, oh, this is what people have written about or people believe, but this is a fact. They real. Are 6 to 7 feet tall. They have this, they have that. Yeah. And like I said, it's crazy too, because I was like, I've never seen proof or any of this stuff. And it's hilarious because, like I said, she's speaking like it's real deal. Like, this is actually happening. These people are here. Yeah. And like I said, they don't give, these people have no credentials from what I'm seeing, because most of the time when they post people talking, it'll put a little subtext of this name and what this person does for a living. Like they're a zoologist or they're a crypto whatever. Exactly. Or they're, what I'm saying? Some kind of schooling, to legitimately say what they're saying. Right now, they're just talking about Komodo dragons and how, lizard people have the mindset of, which we all have, a reptile mind, they say.
Well, they just say that's the impulse side of us. Like the very basic instinctual side, they call that kind of your reptile brain, whatever, because it's just a part of you that will react in a circumstance. It won't necessarily think to process like a proper, like what's the most logical next step. It's just like an instinct reaction.
Oh, yeah. So they say the reptiles gave us that.
Oh, they gave us that, huh?
They put it in our DNA.
How? With all the reptile sex that people are having?
All the reptile sex. So this is lost tapes, and that's kind of like just a run through of what, you know, like I said, it's Animal Planet. Animal Planet is, you know, like you were, you know, supposed to be like, this is a reputable channel. This is reputable
but
people.
At the same time, History Channel doesn't necessarily teach history.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. But you know what I'm saying. And this I want to say it's like a few. Yeah, it's entertainment. It's a few years ago. But like I said, that's just kind of a breakdown of what they're saying. And like I said, in the next video that we're about to watch, this is 7 people caught shape-shifting.
Caught being CGI.
Hey, like I said, you can take it for what it is, but you know these are people that that have been on TV that have you know can't control their reptile, because what they say is the reptilians, the lizard people, can shapeshift into humans to infiltrate us, and so that's and every so often, like especially because a lot of them apparently are on TV. Because I went through like 10, 15 different videos of trying to find something that was not convincing, but something that I was like, all right, that seems a little plausible. That seems a little believable. I don't know.
Okay, look, just from the logical side of things, is there any animal that can shapeshift into another animal, into another form, other than like a squid or a cuttlefish? They can kind of manipulate their body, but they don't change into the form of another
they don't
animal.
change. But that's the thing, though, too, is like they're, you know, as a lizard, you think in lizard community, or lizards out there in the thing, you know, you have chameleons which change their color.
Yeah, they
all right,
can do
but
that.
If a lizard man or lizard person, lizard people are humanoid shaped, you know,
so if they change their coloring.
They change their coloring to match humans and then wear clothes. That's kind of like the thought process I'm thinking of. The concept of it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, okay, you know, a wig, you know, coloring. But it like I said, this is us reaching deep. Like I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm sitting at a 6 because I've seen some shit and shit is kind of plausible. But the thing is with a lot of the research that I'm doing and going through, because like I said, I spent a good amount of time last night really trying to, you know, like I said, we don't prepare like super great for this fucking podcast because, you know, like we're just reaching.
And I like to kind of have a first reaction.
Yeah, exactly.
So I will generally not watch too many of the videos unless I pull them.
Yeah, unless she pulls them, or we start discussing it ahead of time. Because, like I said, when we start finding these videos, I'm like, "Hey, did you see this? Hey, did you see this?"
Yeah.
And you know, I definitely want to make sure we're on the same page. But the first time reaction to some of these videos is more what I want from you.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, this one right here, out of all the videos I pulled, out of everything that I went through, this is because, like I said, they're all rehashes of the same video that I went through. But these are the most clearest and the most concise and the most of the popular ones put together.
Okay, the most convincing.
Yeah, the most convincing. This is what they have to offer. This is what they're saying.
So this is...
So this one right here.
Famous people
on TV.
Yeah.
And they're not even really... Some of them aren't even famous. They're just the best ones that we have.
Okay. So the first one is Katy Perry.
Yeah.
And so this is number 10. So it looks like it's a countdown.
Yeah. It is a countdown. It's Katy Perry talking, but watch her eyes, because that's what they point at. That's what this is supposed to be going on. Watch her eyes. And they're slowing it down so you can see it.
So are they going to do where, like, her... Oh, my God. That's not real.
Well, hey... It
where her pupils closed. Like almost went into, like, a cat eye type thing. That's not real.
All right. Now, this is in the Olympics.
Okay, that just looks like somebody in a costume.
100%, but they're saying that this is the lizard person caught on camera and being exposed
Oh
at
my
the
God.
Olympics. This
You
is at the
think
Olympics.
The lizard people. Let's just pause this for a second. Okay, so this is a guy in a full-on like suit with looks like face paint. You can almost see like the underlying skin color around his eye because he didn't want to. You know, you can only get so close.
That's the thing though too is like in that one. Nobody is paying any attention to him, so
because they all know it's a costume.
And that's the thing. That's the speculation. Is like in this video, they're saying that this person transformed. There's so much going on that no one noticed them. But the thing is it looks very, very suspect. All right, it does look very, very suspect in that portion. It's like holy shit! Come on, people. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, like I said, I'm not saying these are real. I'm not saying, like I said, this is just the most convincing ones that I found as I'm watching this. Okay. And so that guy, I've seen so many iterations of it. I was like, you guys are kind of reaching. All right, because like I said, the Katy Perry one, it could be a trick of the camera. It could be the way it's being recorded, the lighting. It could be 100% be CGI.
I think it's just CGI. I think they just it's not, you know, they have so many capabilities. That little tiny thing of where they just bring her pupils together, that I don't think is that hard of a thing to have it created.
All right, here we go. All right, let's try to do this again. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. All right, so that's the lizard guy.
Okay, yeah. So number 9, the lizard guy. He looks like he's got full body face paint, like a head, like a bald cap.
Yeah, like I said, they're showing dead on still. This right here is supposed to be CCT camera footage of 2 lizard people walking. All right, 2 people that are just like out and about. You know what I'm saying? There's no... I researched this video on this one right here. All right,
did it say where it was at?
It does. It's mysterious security footage that popped up. No one knows where it's from. No one knows where it's coming from. It just showed up, and like you know, are these people coming from a Halloween costume party? Are these people? And it's that's so much to be coming from a Halloween party.
True, but let's say they were in some type of film, and they don't want to take off all their face makeup because it was full like latex.
Yeah, we don't know if it's latex. But
I'm saying like if it was in this scenario where I'm creating,
they're coming from a movie.
They're coming from like the set of a movie or some type of film, short film, YouTube video, whatever they're doing. And it's a lot to take that stuff off. Oh, yeah. All they have to do if they're like, oh, I need to go get something to eat. You know, maybe it's not a big production. And, you know, they don't have that there. They're going down the street to get something to eat real quick, whatever, get a coffee, whatever the circumstances. Put your regular clothes on, but they can't take off all that face makeup.
No, they can't.
So, because they have to go back and film. That's what I think happened because, I mean, it's definitely possible. I don't want to say it's definitely possible. In the rare instant that's possible, you would think that they would cover themselves up a little bit. Wear a hat, wear a scarf, wear something. Well, if you don't want to be
no, it can definitely be that because, like I said, there's it's just mysterious footage that popped up, and it just seems a little too convenient that these people are fucking like
walking down the street with nobody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Whether what time it is because it doesn't show. It's black and white footage.
It could be nighttime.
Yeah, exactly. So it makes no sense to me. So you know, it is what it is on that one. I just kind of was like, I
mean, it looks like if it is makeup, it's legit.
Well, the people
it's legit looking makeup. I mean, it's not exactly the most HD video, but it looks really good. Yeah. If it is makeup.
If it is.
Assuming that it's
makeup. So all right, now this one right here is a security guard. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to slide it back a little bit. So here we go. Now watch the guy in the background.
This is like a football game or something?
Some kind of sporting event. And now I'm going to be honest with you. In this one right here, it looks like it's to be green screen to me. 100% looks like it's green screen.
The highlight on the ear and everything.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? It seems a little too much.
And also, there is something called a drop pupil. Because his is not opening or closing like how Katy Perry's is. I don't necessarily know. Like Katy Perry, the one on Katy Perry, I'm like 100% that's CGI.
Well, like I said, that one looks a little green screen to me.
It's either green screen or... there are people who have that drop pupil where it's like
Yeah.
it's where almost like a double pupil.
Yeah, I know what
because
you're talking
that
about.
one wasn't moving.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like blinking its pupil or anything like the first video. So it is possible that guy just has like an anomaly in his because you only see one eye.
You only see one eye.
So it's not. I mean, it could be real.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a lizard person, but it does look like probably like a green screen, like you said, just because of the shadows. And stuff.
Just the way it looked completely green screen to me.
Yeah.
All right, so this one's on Dr. Phil.
Yeah. So number 6.
Watch the ladies.
So her. Was that a
look
weird
at her eye.
tear?
No, that was just the flare of the camera. But look at her eyes.
Oh.
It always seems to be the eyes are the way you tell. All right. Now, like I said, that one was a quick, simple one on Dr. Phil. But this one right here is the Queen of England, and I've seen this one a few times, and
I think it's just
like I said, sometimes eyes for older people sometimes have like a distortion.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I don't know, but like I said, this one's very, very subtle.
Yeah, people can have ripped irises. They can have all type of things with their eyes going on.
That's it.
I think the previous one on Dr. Phil was not
so.
Real.
I said, it looks like a bloodshot eye to me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's about as kind as much as it goes, and it stays bloodshot. So it's like it's not like it's blinking. Now check this one out. This is for Barack Obama.
Yeah.
All right, he's doing a speech, but it's not Barack Obama. It's a security guard in the front after it gets dark.
Okay.
He just has an odd-shaped head, has lizard-looking skin.
But how can you tell?
You can't tell. It's dark. But see, like, they're trying to highlight it. Look at this. Look, the shape of his head, shape of his skull, his ears.
It just looks like a distortion.
It does look like a distortion, but it is freaky looking because I've never seen someone have that pointy of a jaw. This one's in a subterranean thing here. So I've seen this video a few times on different things, but I don't consider this a lizard person because you don't see anything. You just see eyes.
You just see eyes,
yeah,
which
you just see
kind
eyes.
of looks like
flashlights.
Flashlights.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of see a shape, but it swear to God, it looks like this, like someone's holding two flashlights like this, and they're leaning in like that.
Like a cardboard cutout almost.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Now
real.
Check this one out. Look at this lady's face.
This is number 2.
She has a very defined face.
Insane features.
But it also, too, like a lot of times it's the teeth that throw them off. You could tell by the teeth. Because they keep changing.
Her teeth keep changing?
Yeah, but also her face. Her face is all what's called. But look at her mouth. Look at it. It almost seems to be distorted. Now check this one out.
I don't know.
This last one, this is number 1.
She just looked like she had...
Oh, yeah. It was all funky looking. You know
yeah,
but some people have faces like that. There's nothing you can do.
I mean, that's just how...
But also, too, sometimes, like, the digitization of recording...
Yeah.
Could
a lot of
give
times
you
when they'll go to clean stuff up or reprocess it, I think it, like... the highlights and the lowlights and contrasting and saturation, when that stuff gets edited, sometimes it makes stuff more a little distorted.
Yeah, just a little distorted. But like I said, though, she did have a weird face and her back teeth were sharp. So
rude.
I'm just saying, it is what it is. But this one's Hillary Clinton. All right, she's taking a drink, so make sure you pay attention to the drink.
Is this going to be like a Zuckerberg thing where...
Nope. She's coughing. Something's wrong with her. It's very subtle.
This is from a couple years ago when she was running.
Watch her drink. She does it a few times. Do you see it?
No.
They're going to slow it down.
What? What am I looking at?
Show it again. Look. There it is. Boom, boom. She stuck her tongue all the way to the bottom of the cup. Look. Here it goes. Slow motion. Lizard people.
That's not.
Lizard people.
Nothing.
I believe it. Hillary Clinton is a lizard person.
I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's CGI or whatever, but you do not see the tongue coming out of the mouth.
You do. As soon as she grabs the cup, it's like, no. She's being slick with it because lizard people can hide it from all the videos I've seen. They're so quick to remember that, oh shit, not to do that they'll disguise it. So she literally slid it down the side, slid it back up, and then drank it regularly. You know what I'm saying? She needed to hydrate.
You can only see the tongue in the visualization of the water
Yeah.
part. You don't see it in the cup part.
You don't see it in the cup
which,
part.
to me, is just a weird reflection of the light.
Yeah, but
on her thumb, which is where it starts, and then as you roll it down, I really think it's a trick of the light.
I don't know. That's pretty convincing right there because, like I said,
you would see the tongue coming out in just the glass part.
If you look at it, she doesn't even drink it. She just like, and then it comes down.
She takes a little sip.
I don't see a little sip. All I see is it going whoo and then back up. I was like, okay. Like I said, I spent a lot of time watching a lot of these videos.
Yeah, your brain's rotted.
And I saw a lot of times that when lizard people are thrown off guard or they lower their guard on the things, they slip their tongue and then they try to hide it real quick by either covering their face or or literally trying to hide it within their body shadow. And so I thought that was pretty funny, and I thought it was like, oh, okay, that because you got to imagine if you're trying to hide yourself as a human. There's gonna be mishaps. There's gonna be slips. There's gonna be gonna be those times you're like, oh shit, I fucked up, I forgot. But Hillary Clinton slipped, and now we know Hillary Clinton is a lizard person.
This scenario of lizard people existing, of course there would be slip-ups. Of course there would be people catching everybody.
Exactly. And that's what all these videos are: is lizard people slipping. All right, and Hillary Clinton is now a lizard person. Hillary Clinton is now a lizard person. You know what I'm saying? If we disappear, we know why. Mm-hmm. All right, because that's gonna be the title of this podcast: Hillary Clinton, lizard person.
You're putting out a hit on us, love.
Because she has the most bodies. Mm-hmm. So like I said, after seeing all these videos of lizard people,
this is nonsense.
All right, and like I said, through the scraping of YouTube, and like I said, I don't prepare. I spend a good amount of time when I do look at these.
You did. You found a lot of good videos.
I found a lot of good videos, and the thing is these were the best. This was the most eclectic collection of these videos that I thought were rated well, suited well, and so I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is what we're gonna do. This is the best ones that I found, and like I said, this is just YouTube. I'm not scouring the fucking internet.
Yeah, the deep dark web.
The dark web. I'm looking on YouTube because you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to find something that's that would be a little more credible than looking for some dark shit.
Yeah. Okay, look. Is there a possibility that lizard people exist? I will just on a purely I don't want to say scientific, but like on the range of things possible in the universe. Yeah, that's why out of a 1 to 10, it's like a 1 because it is possible. Yeah. But I do not believe in any way, shape, or form that they are here on Earth in this dimension. Are they in another dimension? Yeah. And we kind of things get a little clear every once in a while. Maybe. Do they live on a different planet in a different universe?
Or different dimension.
Different dimension, whatever it is possible. Anything is possible, okay? But I don't think these videos are real.
Well, like I said, these ones are a little questionable. You know what I'm saying? I really tried, but the thing is like I said, at a 1 to 10, I'm at a 6 because I've seen some shit and I know some shit is real. Yeah. But for you, at a 1 to 10...
I'm at a 1.
At a 1? Okay.
Well, I'm not saying that these videos aren't the best that are on the internet available to like...
Exactly. We're just scratching the surface.
I'm just saying that I do not believe that these videos were either A, not edited, or B, just a weird trick of the light, or like with that guy, with the security guy... He could have a dropped pupil or something like that if it wasn't CGI.
Yeah, if it wasn't green screen. I do agree with that. I thought that was the most suspect one out of them all. Because, like I said, you can tell what green screen is nowadays because it's so prevalent. You know what I'm saying?
Easy. I mean, we could do a green screen right now.
Exactly. While all that saying, it's time for paranormal in the news. All right, we have paranormal in the news. We find something that's recent. We find something that's crazy. And I got something here. And this one is from England. All right, here we go. And they're making fun of the video right away. The investigator in this video I thought was hilarious.
So this is their number 9 news. It's like a regular mainstream news.
Yeah, in Europe, in England, in Scotland.
When do you know when this was reported on?
2020. This is recent.
So sometime this year.
Alistair Collins owns the pub and maintains this isn't a stunt, isn't a Gia.
Hands down, I feel like because of how old all of Europe and the UK and everything is, I feel like they would have way more ghost activity.
100%. Because there's been more people there, Dark Ages, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the thing they're doing too is like they're just showing security footage of just their property. They're not. This is our regular security camera. This ain't nothing. You know
now, one of the things that he's doing is that chair in the security video.
Yeah.
It's a patio chair. They're wooden,
in grass,
like teak in grass. Yeah. The chair dragged back in the security video. If you couldn't even do that easily with your hand,
or with rope, or some kind of string.
Or with ropes, the chair would fall over because it'll get stuck in the grass.
Exactly.
So I think that's real.
Yeah, and they were showing the umbrella opened by itself, and it has to be physically open.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's possible for that to be done
if it's windy.
Maybe if it's windy and it catches the right angle.
You can't see the wind though. You would see it flapping.
There's no wind. Yeah, it doesn't seem like no wind.
And this is a person who's worked on it, the electrician right here.
Yeah.
The swing doors go.
And they have those swinging saloon doors, and they're saying that just out of nowhere, it's just opening all the way. Yeah. Not even like a little creak or anything. One of them is moving, not the other one, which is weird because if it was wind or some type of weird thing, both would move.
Yeah.
But it's just one is swinging the full way.
Yeah.
Which again, I guess could be done with like a little string or thread.
Yeah, but
or
it's the thing
something.
too. All this is security footage after hours. This is nobody supposed to be there.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they couldn't have staged that part. I believe the chair. Yeah. Because just trying to pull,
especially in dirt and lawn,
try to pull back a lawn chair in dirt. The feet get stuck.
Exactly. It's not easy.
Yeah.
And everyone's just making fun of this, you know what I'm saying? So, like, they're making very lighthearted of this.
They are, but, I mean, you kind of got to think, like, you have to a certain degree.
And then watch this part. And then all of a sudden he fades out of the screen.
You would have to. Let's say this was your bar. Yeah. Like, you would kind of have to take it with a light heart to a certain degree if it's not hurting anybody. Yeah. Because you wouldn't necessarily want to aggravate it and have it turn
and that's
negative.
What they're saying too. They're like, we don't give a fuck because it doesn't bother us, it doesn't hurt us,
it doesn't hurt anybody,
it doesn't scare anybody.
It's just a little weird.
It's just a little weird. And like like the majority of the time people are like, we don't see it, we just see it on the camera
after hours,
which
is cool. Like if it's just a ghost that was maybe a previous owner or a patron or something.
Exactly.
I mean, hey, that ghost is nice.
Yeah,
he's just over there moving stuff around.
Moving stuff around. Like, check it the fuck out.
Yeah.
And like I said, that chair was very, very, like...
It wasn't a little move.
Yeah, it was a big move.
Like if you were to pull it out to sit down.
And that's the thing, though, too, is like in grass, a teak chair, a lawn folding chair, when you pull it, you're going to see it drag. But the thing is it moves so smoothly. I thought it was on cement.
So did I. When I seen the black and white security video, I thought it was on like a patio or something. Exactly. Because it moved like someone picked it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Even when the guy tried to recreate it, he had to literally pick it up and kind of drag it.
Exactly. That was the most convincing to me.
Because it gets caught on the wet grass and everything.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, at night... like I said, dew, condensation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially wood on grass, you're gonna see it stumble. It's gonna be stutter.
Yeah,
but it didn't. It just was like
very smooth.
Very smooth. So
interesting.
Exactly.
I think that's real.
Yeah.
Not lizard people.
Not lizard people. That's it. Well, this is the end of the podcast. And for those who know, we are part of the SIP Network. We're a slightly irregular podcast network. Group of powerful podcasters are all together. Angry Dad Podcast is on there. I Married a Bigfoot Podcast. Terrible Terror. Fave 5 from Friends. Dead Hand Radio. Podcast from Another World. Back in Time Podcast. From the Waste. We're linked up. We're joined in. And so we all just share each other's material. We also have a website. It's sipnet.us/I Married a Bigfoot. Make sure you go check it out. Also, too, you can go to sipnet.us/Angry Dad Podcast. Go to my links and find my podcast and all that good stuff.
If you've had any experiences with lizard people, let us know. Yeah. Convince me of their existence because I know.
Exactly. And you know what? Let me know how right I am.
Or how wrong I am.
So guess what? We'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.